All right, soccer fans, welcome into the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium field as we get you set for the second consecutive weekend of the 2021 Ontario Cup Finals. My name's Nico Cardarelli. We have got a busy day ahead of us as we get set to kick off with the Under-13 Boys Ontario Cup Final. 4 matches on the docket today, and a reminder that the Ontario Cup is Ontario Soccer Outdoor Provincial Championship and the largest competition of its kind in Canada. As one of the oldest and most prestigious amateur sporting events in the country, the Ontario Cup was first staged in 1901 and has operated continuously since, with the exception of the World War II period and during the global pandemic in 2020. However, the Ontario Cup has staged a triumphant comeback here in 2021, as the 105th edition of this Soccer for Life competition has played out safely across the province with thousands of participants. After an amazing summer of competition, the Ontario Cup Finals are now set. What began with nearly 300 teams has been whittled down to the last 28, with each vying for Ontario Cup glory over the first 2 September weekends. Typically, some of the Ontario Cup champions in certain age categories get to fly their provincial flag at the national championships. However, in July 2021, after careful deliberation and review of membership feedback, Canada Soccer decided to cancel the national competition due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Participant health and safety were the main consideration in this difficult decision. Well, with all the housekeeping out of the way, let's get you set for the action here in this first of 4 Ontario Cup Finals that will be broadcasting live here on the day, as we get set to see the Dutch Connections FC out of the Scarborough Association taking on the Burlington Bayhawks out of the Greater Horseshoe Soccer League. This should be quite a good final here in the U13 boys. Your coaches for Burlington, Rob Angelini and Jennifer Corey. And for Dutch Connections, former pro players Andrew Ornick and Jamie Peters on the bench. Dutch Connections will be wearing the black and white kits, black shorts, black socks, a little bit of white striping in their iconic 3 Adidas stripes, as it'll be Max Dracul getting the start in net for Dutch Connections. The Burlington Bayhawks wearing their blue kits, some white striping along the shoulders and down the shorts. And it'll be Samuel Sanchez in goal for Burlington. 2 40-minute halves will be played here in the Under-13 Boys Final as you're tuned in to the 2021 Ontario Cup Finals. It'll be Burlington kicking us off as we're about to get you underway here. Beautiful day, not nearly a cloud in the sky, bright sunshine, blue sky above us, a little bit of a wind, but shouldn't really impact the match. Referee checks with his assistants, makes sure his watch is working, and here we go. We are underway as Noah Da Silva kicks us off, and Burlington play a ball into the Dutch Connections half, and now Da Silva chasing after it, but it'll be Cernik who plays it back to his keeper, Dracul. Sasha Cernik carries the ball ahead here for DCFC as they start to build out from the back line. Played over to Callum Gray. Gray looks for a through ball and plays one up the far line where it's picked up by Patricio Vieira. Vieira playing it back as DCFC holding possession. And now Burlington able to wrestle it away as Nagy on it. Plays it up to the half line where it's knocked out for a Burlington throw-in. With Hub International Insurance Brokers, we have a partner today to support us as we prepare for tomorrow, and who will help protect what matters most when we get there. Because the truth is, Tomorrow is a gift, and Hub wants us to be ready for it. Find out more at hubinternational.com. DCFC throwing coming in here as they thought of playing it short to Cernik, but with a man checking in. A bit of hesitation, and it'll be Matthew Joseph who takes the ball for the throw. Played over to Cernik by way of Gray, and now Cernik plays a ball ahead, but that's snuffed out by Bekir Spahik. Burlington coming up with it as De Silva on it, plays a good through ball ahead for Marks. Marks with one man to beat, plays it out wide as defending there was Matthew Joseph, and he stays close to Iaquinto. That ball played into the area, but off his line comes the keeper, Drakel, and he'll collect it for DCFC. Well, Dutch Connections having if you just looked at the score lines, the final results, a seemingly easy road to the Ontario Cup final here, as they started their march to the Cup with a 10-1 win over Vaughan Azzurri, then a 8-2 victory over London TFC, a 6-2 win over Caledon MK, and then a dominating 7-0 win in the semifinal over Scarborough Olympic Flame. And that's how Dutch Connections found their path here to the final. For Burlington, a bit of a challenging road at times, as they started with a 3-2 win over Caledon MK, and you remember Dutch Connections beat them in the quarters, Caledon getting back in through the play-in round after the early elimination. As Cernik takes possession here for DCFC. Burlington then went on to put a dominating result, a 10-0 win over their Halton region rivals, the Milton Magic Blue, picking up a 7-0 win over Thornhill, a 6-0 victory over North York, and then a tight 3-1 win in the semifinals against Vaughan Azzurri. And that has been the road to the Cup final here as Burlington mistouched that one, and it's out for a DCFC throw. 4th minute of play, scoreless here in the under-13 boys Ontario Cup final, as Cato gets set to take the throw. Not a ton of movement off the ball. Now he gets a runner checking too. In Sappleton, plays ahead. Good touch there by Durgan. Switched out wide by Rustemi, and it's controlled now by Joseph. His touch ahead as DCFC look to threaten. Ball played in, and an own goal! Oh no! A missed touch there by the Burlington defender. He tried to clear it away, and it's in the back of his own net. It'll go down as an own goal, but DCFC take the 1-0 lead here in the 5th minute of action. A ball played in from the far flank as they built up along that left wing. And I believe it was Reza who played the ball through. Can't quite get a look at his number at the moment, but it goes off the Burlington defender and in the back of his own net. And a tough break there for the Bayhawks as Dutch Connections FC up 1-0, and now they win themselves a free kick. It was actually Patricio Vieira, who's now on the ball for DCFC, that played that cross into the penalty area that then ricocheted off the defender and in. Dorgan. That one's picked off as Burlington take possession with Corey. He plays the ball ahead. Heavy first touch. Held in play, but an offside, as coming back to receive it was Marks. Looked like Aiden Nagy was the player that incidentally put the ball in his own net, either him or Infuriani, but now it's Vieira on it again for Dutch Connections. He's working that left sideline and taking on 2 defenders, pulls the ball back and opts to play it to his back line where it's controlled by Callum Gray. Gray steps over, pulls it back, and now Cernik Tries to feed one through, and it's received by Vieira. He plays a good ball ahead. Running onto it is Rustemi, but that one's knocked out of clearance by Aiden Murad, and it'll be a DCFC throw as they lead this under-13 boys final 1-0, an own goal in the 5th minute, giving them the lead. Vieira, little touch, but loses possession in the process. A little bit of contact in the back of the Burlington player De Silva, but play continues on, and now Draco plays it out for Gray. Cernik, he'll receive the pass from Gray, as Cato gives him an option wide, but he plays a great through ball for Jupa Williams, running onto it as he's hauled down. Oh, referee says no call. Tough from his angle, but from where we were, you could certainly see the arm from the defender pull him down. Play continuing on, and it'll go out for a DCFC throw. Great through ball there by Cernik to pick out Kai Jupa Williams, who got a little bit of separation before being pulled back, and DCFC will try to get a promising attack like that once again, but here they lose possession as Underhill. Nice job to split through a couple of would-be defenders, and the Burlington captain, Lucas Underhill, wins the free kick. He plays it quickly as Angelini plays a good through ball, but that one quite out of the range of Iaquinto, and the keeper Draco off his line to get the clearance. Nice idea there from Burlington, however, as they look to respond, and there's a ball played in, and easy work there for the keeper, Max Draco. Callum Gray goes back to his keeper as it's played to the near touchline for Lucas Cato. Head up, he plays a ball, but it's picked off by Ashton Corey, who carries it ahead, lays it off now for Tino Agnolini. He pulls it back as Bekir Spahik runs into a couple of DCFC players, and it's controlled by Kai Jupa Williams. His pass nearly picked off. Cernik steps up to it, but now Burlington have possession. Good quick 1-2s here as Marks plays a through ball, running onto it. A good touch. Oh, the flag goes up. No goal. Tough break there as Jackson Iaquinto thought he had equalized, but the assistant referee on the far touchline had her flag up right away to make that call. And that negates the equalizer, but some promising work there from Burlington as they turned a quick turnover into a threatening chance, and if not for the offside, it would have been equalizer. As we're here in the 9th minute, right now DCFC leading this under-13 boys final 1-0. Running onto it now is Hunter Wright. He's certainly a player to keep an eye on in this match for DCFC as that ball just out of touch, and it'll be a Burlington throw-in. From the throw, Ashton Corey. He plays ahead for Noah Da Silva, who in turn flicks one on for Corey, and then he gets pulled back, and it'll be a Burlington free kick. So we'll see if the Bayhawks can get anything going from their first set piece opportunity of this match. Ashton Corey over top the ball, but Lucas Underhill there as well. A bit of miscommunication. Underhill frustratingly throws the ball to Corey and makes his way to the penalty area. 6 blue jerseys in there. Corey plays it in off the defender, and another own goal! Oh my goodness! What a wild start to this match! The DCFC defender tried to clear it with that attempt, and Drackle, the keeper, could only stand there and watch as it floated over his head out of range and into the back of his own net. 2 own goals, and we are all tied 1-1 here in the 11th minute of this 2021 Ontario Cup Boys Under 13 final. I believe it was Okuosa who incidentally played it into his own net on the clearance. And now Burlington try to go ahead. A great through ball here as Corey lets it go, but a big save by Drackle. Ashton Corey was all alone at the top of the penalty area breaking in. He took the strike down and Played it low and hard, but a good save by Max Drackle. And wow, what an opening 12 minutes here in this under 13 boys 2021 Ontario Cup final. Great step over as that through ball ends up being picked off, but it was Sappleton who played it in as he tries to pull it back, and now it's out for a Burlington throw-in. So Sappleton incidentally putting it in his own net on the own goal. He controls now for DCFC. A nice pass to Dorgan, who tries to play the through ball for Jupa Williams. He runs onto it. Right-footed cross in for right, and he just mistimes the volley, and that'll give Burlington a chance to clear. But it's quickly played back in. Shot from range, and Samuel Sanchez had to be on his toes to make that save after that long-range strike coming off the foot of Matthew Joseph. Joseph tracks it back now for DCFC, tries to shield it out of play. It goes off of Joseph and out for a Burlington throw. Yes, it was number 9 for Burlington who took the free kick. So a Burlington throw-in just inside the attacking third as Iakintog tosses in. Assistant puts her flag up, and that's a free kick issued to Burlington. And that'll be maybe about 5 yards off the top corner of the box along the far sideline. So we'll see if the Bayhawks can play a quality ball in from this set piece. Remember that their previous set piece opportunity led to the equalizing goal, an own goal, as Ashton Corey took that free kick. As right now it looks like Corey and Underhill both overtop the ball for Burlington, after Spencer Sappleton's clearance ended up in the back of his own net for that own goal. Ashton Corey to take the free kick. Right-footed cross in, flicked on, and that one out, and a goal kick here in the 14th minute. So we'll see if the energetic pace keeps up here throughout the first half. We're playing 2 40-minute halves. If we are tied after the 80 minutes, we'll go straight to penalties. But here's a promising build-up as that ball from Gabriel Dorgan, a little bit out of the range, but a miscommunication there between the Burlington defender and the keeper Sanchez, and they're fortunate that DCFC weren't able to take advantage. Right running onto it, but Sanchez collects off his line. Drop kick from the Burlington keeper across the half line, but Cernik steps up, gets ahead to it, and now Vieira tries to play forward. Good challenge as Vieira comes away with it. Nagy was on him defensively. Wright can't hold possession, and Burlington will play it up the pitch, but it'll be controlled by the keeper. Cernik, he plays a ball ahead, but stepping up defensively was Aiden Murad. He gets a touch to it, and now the captain Underhill, well, he can't hold possession as Spencer Stapleton, he tries to play forward. Right battling for possession there against Infirinani as it's controlled now by DCFC. Playing back to Cato, into the middle for Stapleton. Callum Gray, he takes the space in front of him before playing a ball ahead. It was picked off, and now Da Silva tries to win the 50-50, but Gray comes up with it. Cernik, quick touch back to Gray as he plays it out wide for Matthew Joseph. His ball subsequently picked off, cleared up the pitch, but easy control here for Cernik as he tries to switch it up. A little light on that pass. Good battle, and then a foul committed there against Gabriel Dorgan as his numerical counterpart, Ashton Corey, whistled for that foul. Cato, Cernik. DCFC switched to the far flank as Callum Gray takes the space in front, dribbling the ball ahead. That ball over the head of everyone as running back to get a touch for Burlington will be Zane Bekir Spahik. Ashton Corey plays back to Bekir Spahik. He does well to hold possession. Good challenge there as Stapleton comes away with it. Rustemi, his shot attempt gets blocked. Joseph can't get to it first, and now it's controlled by Da Silva. Shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. Da Silva plays the ball ahead, but the flag goes up, and that'll be an offside against Burlington as a nice step up by the DCFC backline. They play it quickly and short as Cernik touches over to Gray. He pulls back for Cernik. The two just exchange possession as DCFC start to march across the half line. Good touch ahead for Jurgen Rustemi. He plays the ball, trying to pick out either Vieira or Wright. It ends up between neither of them and controlled only for a moment by Burlington. But here goes Matthew Joseph. He steps into the challenge, holds possession. Rustemi plays to the top of the 18. Wright controls with his left, steps over, takes the strike, and that one rolls just wide of the post as Hunter Wright is starting to heat up a little bit. His first good crack and his first quality opportunity in the attacking third as Burlington play the ball out short from the goal kick. DCFC thought they had won it cleanly but whistled for a foul, and it'll be a Bayhawks free kick. 18th minute of action here in the under-13 boys 2021 Ontario Cup final as Dutch Connections FC taking the lead in the 5th minute from an own goal, only to see Burlington equalize from a set piece less than 10 minutes later on another own goal. And that's all the scoring so far in this one, as a free kick called here, and it'll be possession to DCFC. Cato plays quickly back to Cernik, switching over to Gray. Patient and methodical in their build-up as DCFC not trying to force. Joseph, good 1-2 as Joseph gets it back. He's got room to work, but his pass trying to thread the needle for Wright, and that was blocked. Callum Gray. Da Silva checks him close as possession now to Burlington. Nagy plays the long ball, no one there in blue, and it'll be controlled by Cernik for DCFC. His right-footed ball ahead, trying to send Jupa Williams on a run as it's played back by Bekir Spahik to his keeper and then cleared out by Sanchez, but a foul committed on the aerial challenge and a free kick inside the attacking half to come here for Dutch Connections FC. Joseph, instead of forcing it forward, plays it back for Gray. Touched ahead as Rustemi, with a player on his back, has to touch to Joseph, and it's knocked out for a DCFC throw. Matthew Joseph looking for an option from the throw, played it short. But the referee taking exception to the challenge from Underhill and Rustemi, and will retake the throw-in. Hunter Wright, he can't hold possession. That's flicked across the half as Cernik steps up to take it for DCFC. Nice job by Callum Gray to get the touch and hold possession. Rustemi, with a player on his back, can't win the challenge, and he's judged to have committed a foul in the process as the strong cheering section for DCFC takes exception to that whistle. Well, we want to remind our viewers that Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the presenting partner for the Ontario Player Development League, the province's youth high performance league. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. 21st minute of play here. First half of action. Boys under 13 final. 2021 Ontario Cup Finals weekend. Our second consecutive weekend broadcasting live here from the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium in Vaughan. Challenges on the ball. Teams exchanging possession, but now it's controlled by DCFC. Great through ball ahead as Kai Jupa Williams plays for... Oh, what a quick one touches! Wright maybe should have settled it down there but he opted to play it directly from the pass. And Sanchez able to dive down to make the save, but Hunter Wright kind of slapping his own thigh, immediately reacting that he knows he should have done better. But here's another chance as Matthew Joseph carries ahead, and that tackle takes the end of the chance away. But nice step up there by Lucas Cato. Cato slows it down, tries to split the D there, but Bekir Spahic comes in and gets an initial touch. Rustemi, his shot from distance, and that's easily handled by the keeper, Sanchez. The Burlington keeper with a strong kick across half. The wind is blowing towards the DCFC goal, but again, not too much of a wind, probably not much more than 5-kilometer gusts. As the throw here for Burlington. Bekir Spahic quickly flicked away as Marks tried to play it in. Cernik, he gets a foot to it after losing his boot. And a nice job by Cernik defensively there for DCFC as they win themselves a throw-in. Lucas Cato. Dorgan, Cato, back to Cernik. Callum Gray, he's got time and space in front of him, so he takes what's given and now plays it ahead for Matthew Joseph. Joseph, good through ball. Vieira running onto it, but that one too far out of range, and Sanchez smartly comes off his line to collect. Sanchez certainly the busier of the two keepers so far. Neither one really having to make too many spectacular saves. You'll remember the good save by Max Drackle shortly after the equalizing goal. A chance for Burlington to have gone up 2-1 on a great through ball played ahead for Ashton Corey. He took that shot, but Drackle with a good save. Sanchez has had to be smart in terms of coming off his line to collect, but he hasn't been tested too extensively yet. Although DCFC continue to threaten, and once again they're approaching the attacking third as Drogan, his ball, picked off, played down the pitch, and Drackle will come out of his penalty area to make the play. Sasha Cernik, his ball, right. Good through ball as trying to run onto it was Rustemi, a bit out of his range. Cato, he can't get a foot to it as from behind Marks makes the defensive play. And now running onto it is Iaquinto for Burlington. Matthew Joseph there defensively. Iaquinto comes away with the ball, makes the pass intended for Angelini. He gets crunched by a couple of DCFC players. The referee wants a quick word with Spencer Stapleton, and it'll be a Burlington free kick here in the 25th minute of action. Trio of Burlington players around the ball as the captain Underhill, Ashton Corey, and Aiden Nagy all in the vicinity. A three-man wall sets up defensively for DCFC. Right now, 5 Burlington players lining up across the penalty area as Underhill steps away from the ball. And it'll be Ashton Corey to take the free kick. Right-footed delivery into the penalty area. Tries to find a player running on to the ball at the back post. It was Underhill in the area, but the ball sails out for a goal kick. Referee will have them retake the goal kick as Draco plays it out short. Foul committed by Burlington as it was Jurgen Rustemi who got hit from behind, and Matthew Joseph gets set to take the free kick. First substitution of the match getting set to take place as Patricio Vieira tries to run the line against Aiden Nagy. Joseph steps up into the attack. A heavy first touch. Nagy has to play it though, and he does well to find his teammate up the line. Underhill takes control for the Bayhawks. Sliding challenge. Oh, it looked initially well timed, but referee says a handball in that sequence as Gabriel Dorrigan timed that tackle beautifully. Unfortunately for him, he just couldn't quite control his arm, and a handball called against DCFC. Stapleton, he steps up and takes possession back for the team in black and white. He plays ahead for Hunter Wright as Cato picks out Dorrigan under pressure, and that one's out for a DCFC throw-in. And I believe we'll get the substitution coming here as Joseph McDonald gets set to come into this match. And he will take the place of Lucas Cato. So the DCFC right back, Cato, gets a high five and a handshake of appreciation from his coach, Andrew Ornick, and now it'll be McDonald to take the throw. He plays in for Dorrigan. McDonald under pressure. De Silva coming away with it. Good tackle there is now Dorrigan with a defender to beat, and he plays up the line near side for Jupa Williams. Right-footed cross into the area. Hunter Wright had checked off the defender, and that gives Burlington a chance to take the ball ahead. De Silva working the line against McDonald. De Silva taking on another defender and gets past him. A third one, and finally a foul called as they continue to chop at his legs. And a great run there by Noah De Silva to win the free kick for Burlington here in the 28th minute. Playing two 40-minute halves here in the under-13 boys final of the 2021 Ontario Cup. Once again, Burlington will send the captain Underhill and their free kick threat, Ashton Corey, to the ball, and immediately Underhill walks away. So no mystery about this as Ashton Corey, a two-man wall defensively for DCFC. Looking to play a ball into the penalty area from the set piece. Corey, right-footed delivery. Back post, it's sailing, and it's out of touch for a goal kick. Great placement on that free kick from Corey as you can see him motioning there to his guys. Run wide. The ball dropped pretty much where the goal line and the 6-yard box intersect along the goal line. So a brilliant free kick, but no one there in blue to get a touch to it. Matthew Joseph. Stapleton, he plays ahead. Good build-up and a quick change of pace as that ball from Stapleton on the wrong side of Wright. And now Underhill with possession for Burlington. Excellent slide tackle. Taken ahead by De Silva, but a poor first touch. And now Gray plays it back to his keeper, Draco. Gray. Cernick for DCFC. He'll switch to the near side, but that ball to no man's land, and it's out for a Burlington throw-in. Taken by Bekir Spahic. He plays ahead for Kieran Marks. He's tackled down by a couple of defenders, nothing doing, and then a handball called against Marks. He kicks it away in frustration, and the referee will have a quick word with Marks, issuing him a warning, but nothing more. And that's a good opportunity to remind fans that Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect journey today at respectgroupinc.com. Well, Burlington looked to have a threatening opportunity building, but nice defensive work there by Joseph McDonald as he took the ball and then cleared it off the player in blue and earned his team a throw-in. 31st minute of action here. After a very fast and energetic opening 15 minutes of the match, things have settled down a little bit. 1-1 the scoreline, both goals coming from own goals. We'll have to check, but that might be the first time in Ontario Cup history where that's happened. Good ball played through here for Jupa Williams. Kai Jupa Williams running on, right-footed strike. No longer is this match tied. What a goal! Kai Jupa Williams putting DCFC in front 2-1 here in the 31st minute. A brilliant through ball sending Jupa Williams on the run. He has been a threat all match, burning up this right flank. And that time he got the space and separation he needed. And Kai Jupa Williams puts his team in front as the big contingent of DCFC fans in attendance banging the drum, dancing and chanting as their team goes in front 2-1. So let's see how Burlington respond as they fall behind for the second time here in this match. Corey, good ball ahead as Agnolini tried to play forward. Corey now gets it up for De Silva. Gray under pressure. He has to go back to his keeper. As Dracula plays out for Gray. And that one goes for just off the Burlington player, out for a DCFC throw. A little bit of communication there between the Burlington coaching staff and their back line in terms of the missed coverage on that goal. As Adriano Infurinari says, well, he never let us know he was going. Coach says it doesn't matter. You can see that he's going. You got to cover him, as a foul committed there on the back of Noah De Silva and a free kick to come for Burlington. As we approach the final 5 minutes of the opening half, Ashton Corey gets set to take the free kick. Also over top the ball now, Aiden Murad, but maybe just providing a short option, a two-man wall. Corey gets set to play in. Lots of blue jerseys in the penalty area. Corey to the near post this time, headed away only as far as Angelini is. Tino Angelini plays that one out wide for Aiden Nagy. He tries to turn and burn his cross off of Vieira and out for a corner kick. As Dutch Connections have 5-6 reserves, including the alternate keeper warming up right now. And the corner kick getting set to be delivered here by Burlington. 5-6 blue jerseys in the penalty area. They play short, dummied, as Corey lets the shot go. But he never quite had the accuracy to threaten with that attempt, as it sailed out for a goal kick. Good step over dummy by Noah De Silva to free up that chance for Ashton Corey. Hunter Wright won it back only for a second as Cernik steps up to make the play, but commits a foul on that hard challenge on the back of the legs of Underhill. Infernari plays short as he finds the captain Underhill, who tries to send Marks on the run, but that too heavy a touch and it's out for a goal kick. "35th minute of play, so final 5 minutes here in the first half of the boys under 13 2021 Ontario Cup final. We've got 3 other matches on the day after this one, including our next match, which will be the under 13 girls finals. As McDonald plays it off, no, it looked like it went off the Burlington player, but it'll be a Bayhawks throw-in as Bekier Spahik gets set to toss it in. McDonald, quick control here from DCFC as Gray plays it back to his keeper. Drackle plays it back out for Callum Gray as he takes room to carry. Good tackle there by the Burlington winger. I think it was De Silva. As good control along the line by Bekier Spahik that was Cernik, who controlled And despite that sliding challenge from Angelini, did well to hold possession. Rustemi. Vieira takes it deep towards the goal line, tries to dribble around the defender, loses control, stays in play. Oh, and it's in the back of the net! As Hunter Wright, with some brilliant individual work to take control right around the penalty spot. And then he made no mistake once he had the opportunity to strike. As Hunter Wright makes it 3-1 for DCFC. Almost looked like Burlington would have had a chance to gain a clearance, but Wright stepping back towards the ball, and in the blink of an eye, he puts it in. And DCFC, Dutch Connections, are up 3-1 here in the boys under 13 final. As Sanchez plays it out. Corey tries to get around the player in Dorgan, but it's knocked out for a Burlington throw. Zane Bekir-Spahik throwing it in. McDonald gets the head to it. Jupo Williams, who's got the second goal for DCFC, his ball ended up along the far flank, and now it's controlled by Burlington. Played ahead for Da Silva. Oh, he's clipped, nothing doing. Referee says get up, play on. And now here goes DCFC on the counter. Matthew Joseph working the far flank, tries to cut in, ricocheted and pinballed around there, the undersized Joseph, and once again, referee says play on. Good ball ahead, running onto it, but that one just out of touch as Kieran Marks unable to hold the ball in play. "39th minute of action. We await the indication of added time from the fourth official. As after a mostly tight first half, I mean, DCFC has predominantly had the possession and dictated the pace of play. But again, this match remained tied for much of the first half. Really, in the last 10 plus minutes, DCFC have started to put their stamp on this game, now forging in front 3-1. Burlington trying to strike one back before half. As nice job by Cernik to come away with possession, and a good ball played out wide for Vieira. He's got time to control. Vieira cuts into the middle, evades the first challenge. Heavy touch, and a player lost their boot in the process. It's Vieira, and when you lose your boot, it's hard to maintain possession. And here goes Burlington on the counter. Da Silva, shoulder-to-shoulder battle. He wins that one and comes away with the ball. Noah Da Silva tried to feed it over to Angelini, but that one picked off and now controlled by DCFC. As Rustemi plays a good ball ahead. Matthew Joseph running onto it. Joseph trying to deke the defender out, makes the pass over to Vieira, who runs into the defensive wall there of Infernari, but still DCFC hold possession. Joseph controlling, top of the penalty area, tries to get around the defender. He's being pulled back, crosses in, and a good defensive touch away by Infernari, as DCFC were looking to strike one more here. But now it's controlled by Kieran Marks. Marks, his pass pulled back, is playing from the ground, and that'll be a whistle. And actually that'll be the halftime whistle, as today's Ontario Cup action is refueled by Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, and refuel during halftime. Opening half done. We'll be back for the second half of action here at the 2021 Ontario Cup Finals.
What will tomorrow look like? Will it be what you expected? Or something you never could have predicted? Will it be frightening or exciting? Is it the reason you can't sleep at night? Or the reason you get up in the morning? Tomorrow will be all of these things. With Hub, you have a partner today who supports you as you write your tomorrow. And we will protect you when you get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and we want you to be ready for it.
The C License course is the first step into the Canada Soccer Coaching License stream. This course will take you towards all of the Canada Soccer coach licenses. You will learn the role of the coach, how to plan a session safely, use coaching methodology to provide feedback to players and improve their decision making. Entry to this course requires a Learn to Train or Soccer for Life. This is a major step for coaches to help their players develop to higher levels of the game in Canada.
The OPDL is a pathway for players to be able to excel in a standard-based league. It's player-centered, and we feel that this is the best approach to help develop players for opportunities at the next level.
Playing in the OPDL league has helped me shape me into the player I am today because of how high the intensity is during everything. So every game, every practice, you have to bring 100% to everything that you do, which really helps for going to university because you want to get a starting position, you want to start on the field, play the whole game, so no matter what you do, bringing 100%.
The opportunities for OPDL athletes can vary. When they move forward from the OPDL, there are many opportunities such as our provincial program in League One Ontario, where our best athletes can graduate to, or national teams programs. You have professional soccer, such as the likes of Toronto FC and their academy program, the new Canadian Premier League, and for the student athlete, there's also Canadian college, youth sports in Canada, and NCAA opportunities in the US.
Cherry Shield, that's a really big thing. The best teams come together, and it gets broadcasted, so that was a really big part because all the universities that were interested in me watched it, and I got lots of offers after that.
The OPDL is preparing me by putting me on a pathway to building me up to the provincial team, pushing me towards Toronto FC and potentially the national team.
OPDL players become exposed to university opportunities through several programs. We have OPDL on campus. Players can also be scouted through the OPDL scouting weekends. Provincial teams is a great opportunity as well through the projects and competition versus Quebec. University coaches will come and scout the players at these events, as well as national staff and pro academies. So there's lots of opportunities for OPDL players to be scouted at the collegiate level.
I just think the OPDL has great exposure because the quality is so high of the coaches and players. It always entices university coaches to come out and watch us, or national team coaches to come out and watch us. And so I just believe the OPDL has provided the environment for coaches to want to come watch us.
Female athletes have a lot of great options playing in the OPDL. It's the segue for them to move forward into a national youth teams program. And they would first do that by starting off by trying to make it within the provincial teams program. If they're successful that way, players will be brought into the Ontario Super Centre in Markham, where they'll train on a full-time basis and then be known as being our national youth team players from this province that possibly could play into a national Excel environment. Male players in the OPDL have similar options as the female. The process usually starts from an OPDL moving to a provincial environment to possibly be scouted by the likes of a TFC Academy at the pro environment or the national teams youth team program. There are opportunities for these athletes.
I'm looking forward to becoming a pro, and joining TFC is the step towards going to that.
It tries to put you in a more professional environment. The competition level is really what pushed me to be who I am now.
I believe the OPDL has given me a good opportunity to play among the best players, be exposed to the best coaches, and have just a great training environment. And I just think in comparison to other leagues, the OPDL has just been providing me with the best environment to be able to get me where I am today.
The Active Start course is for anyone involved in soccer who wants to better support a child ages 3 and 4 years old. Those taking the course will learn how to engage children through soccer with age-appropriate, fun and safe soccer activities. The aim of these soccer activities is to become familiar with a soccer ball while being in a child-friendly environment and connecting with a significant adult in their life. Come be a part of helping kids fall in love with the game. The Learn to Train course is for people who want to take the first step towards becoming a trained coach in Ontario. This is one of the courses that will teach you training activities in small-sided games for U9 and U12 girls and U10 and U12 boys. Coaches who successfully complete Learn to Train, along with other required courses of Make Ethical Decisions, Respect in Sport, and Making Headway, will be qualified to train at the recreational and development level. This is the start for any coach to understanding all areas of long-term player development. The Soccer Fitness Coach Diploma is designed to help all coaches understand how to better develop their players physically. Learning about periodization, training load, work-to-rest ratios, as well as understanding the physiology behind developing well-balanced players will not only help them play better, but gives players a much better chance of playing soccer for life. Entry to this course requires Learn to Train or Soccer for Life, or an academic degree in kinesiology or physiology. If you're a soccer coach, or even a fitness coach, join us in learning how to create fitter, faster, and stronger players. The Goalkeeper Coach Diploma provides you with essential skills required to coach goalkeepers. You will learn to coach the major techniques that goalkeepers need to be successful, design game-like activities, and have more confidence in helping your goalkeeper become a better version of themselves. This is the first step into becoming a specialized coach of goalkeepers. Video 10, Analytical Activity, Creating Space. This video will demonstrate the importance of an analytical activity and how to create one based on the area of the field you are working with.
All right, soccer fans, welcome back into the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium field as we get you set for the second half kickoff here at the 2021 Ontario Cup Finals, our first of 4 matches on the day here in the Under-13 Boys Final. We begin the second half of action with Dutch Connections FC leading 3-1 over the Burlington Bayhawks. And a big thank you to Ontario soccer partner Soccer Express for their first-class support. As Canada's premier soccer apparel and equipment dealer, Soccer Express has everything needed to take your game to the next level. Visit soccerx.com to check out the latest gear from Adidas, Nike, Puma, Admiral, and more. Well, Burlington trailing by 2 goals here in this boys under 13 final, and they're trying to get possession back as the feisty Noah Da Silva gets wrestled down to ground, but now he finds himself in possession, and he plays a good ball ahead there for Ashton Corey, working the far flank. Defensively, nice work by Elijah Neal, who comes into this match at half. Our first look at him, and he makes a good tackle there on that one-on-one against Ashton Corey. Da Silva gets the flick on, but getting a foot to it is DCFC, and they'll hold possession only for a moment. Stepping up to take it is Aiden Nagy. Nagy feeding a through ball. Running onto it there is Kieran Marks, but the flag goes up for the offside. And that'll put an end to the threatening attack there for the Bayhawks. Good start in terms of pace and energy to the second half, much like we saw in the first half of action where both teams really came out jumping out of the gates. Spencer Stapleton will play it back to his keeper, Drackle, who goes right back to the defender. The two just exchange possession between themselves. No urgency here, as now Da Silva closes, and that forces Stapleton to play forward. Reza got the touch. Stapleton plays a long ball ahead. Running towards it is Diaz, but easily collected by Sanchez, the keeper for Burlington. Joshua Diaz into the match as well for DCFC, so they make a multitude of substitutions to begin the second half of action, including the aforementioned Diaz. As there, Dorrigan loses possession trying to feed the ball through. Elijah Neal defensively makes the challenge but commits a foul in the process, and it'll be a free kick to come for Burlington. Nikola Kostic, the biggest player on the field in terms of stature. He's towering over everyone else on the pitch. Built like a inside linebacker, and he's playing center back right now for Burlington. Matthew Joseph challenging for possession. Good tackle, and the throw-in will go to Burlington after Jackson Iaquinto wins his team possession. Aiden Murad gets set to take the throw-in. Not much movement off the ball. Now a little bit from Angelini as it's Cernik who comes up with possession. Nice job to toe the line and playing it ahead for Diaz. Makes the touch into the middle, but a couple of players in black and white couldn't quite collaborate. Now they have possession in that ball by Reza out of range for right and out for a goal kick. So the first 5 minutes of the second half has been played without any significant event as we remain tied 3-1 in favor of DCFC. I was thinking back to the early stages of this match when we had the 2 own goals and were deadlocked at 1 for quite a while, but first half markers from Kai Jupa Williams and Hunter Wright see Dutch Connections FC in front 3-1 here in the second half of action. Burlington trying to take possession. It's stripped away. Nice job by Sapleton as he now plays ahead for Joseph. Joseph touches forward for Cernik. He runs onto it, but defensively Nagy gets there and he'll knock it out for the Dutch Connections FC throw-in. DCFC from the throw-in, playing it back. Sapleton with space to carry. Right-footed ball towards the penalty area, initially cleared. Dorgan tries to feed one through. Joseph, right-footed ball ahead, but that one just out of the range of Rustemi and controlled by the keeper Sanchez. His drop kick bounces and then across half only for a moment as Callum Gray takes possession for Dutch Connections. Cernik, good ball through as that's Rustemi who has it. He lays it off for Dorgan. As DCFC threatening here with possession in the attacking third. Cernik, quick touch, tried the 1-2 with Diaz. Cernik able to hold possession for DCFC. Now it's taken by Burlington, switch to the near side. As Jackson Iaquinto plays a ball ahead, but that'll be out of the range of Angelini. And by way of Sapleton, it goes back to the keeper, Drackle. Sapleton, Cernik, time to carry, makes a good pass ahead for Joseph. He gets checked from behind as Iaquinto pulling up a little tense there just for a moment. Ball played to the top of the penalty area, battling for it. As Rustemi plays in front, trying the strike off the post, and that one just stays out as getting the shot attempt was Naveen Reza. He had a clear opportunity with his right foot, but opted to pull back to his left, struck it to the near side post. He had Sanchez beat, but the keeper bailed out by the woodwork as the ball off the post and then cleared out for the throw-in. So DCFC threatening, trying to go up. Already leading 3-1, looking for a little more insurance and a little more cushion here in the Under-13 Boys 2021 Ontario Cup Final. Good possession as Neil plays ahead. Rustemi, quick touching here. Rustemi gets it right back. Tries to pull to his right foot. Finds his way through. What a save! The rebound still there as Wright plays it to the top of the area. Diaz oversteps it, tries to dribble through his way. Oh, big save by Sanchez as Samuel Sanchez coming up with 2 spectacular saves in the last minute of play. And a corner kick will come here for Dutch Connections FC. From the far side, the corner delivered short, a bouncer, and it's cleared away initially, and maybe a chance for Burlington to counter. Great hustle back there by Elijah Neal to just impede the path of De Silva enough to slow down that potential counter break, and now it's controlled by DCFC. Sappleton plays wide. That one picked off, and now Burlington try to feed it over to Angelini, but checking back to make the play was Reza. Sappleton, Cernick, back to Sappleton. Patient in their build-up as Sappleton plays the ball intended for Joseph, picked off, but Sappleton gets it right back on the misplay by the Bayhawks. Cernick, he sends the ball ahead, but that one out of range of anyone in white and black, and it's out for a Burlington goal kick here in the 49th minute of play. Burlington building out from their back line as a good ball played ahead, flicked on, and defensively the combination of Sappleton and Gray there making the play for DCFC. But there, Sappleton with a bit of a miscue on the back of De Silva. No advantage, and it'll be a free kick now for Burlington. Nice work by the match official there to see if the advantage would develop, and upon realizing there was no such opportunity, the free kick whistled down. Agostino Angelini initially overtopped the ball, but now he'll leave it for the captain, Lucas Underhill. Check that, it's going to be Kostic taking the free kick. Left-footed cross delivered to the top of the area. A bit of a scramble and nothing doing yet for Burlington. Angelini heads it back into the area, but easily handled here by DCFC. A bit of a freehand smack there, as getting away with one was Ashton Corey, as he didn't quite have control of himself and got a bit of a hit to the head of Gabriel Dorgan. And that time Dorgan, getting a bit of revenge on Corey, gets whistled for the foul. So the two number 9s continue to go head to head. And now a free kick to come for Burlington. Free kick coming as Bekir Spahek plays in. Collision at the top of the 18. The Burlington player getting up from the ground. Can't believe there was no call as De Silva tries to get a volley. Angelini plays it over, but Corey unable to hold possession. Underhill, he plays to Iaquinto. Back to the captain, Underhill. Good quick touch. Underhill finds his way through. He gets clipped. Oh, and it's in! They finish it off! Brilliant execution there by Ashton Corey, as half the players stopped at the top of the box looking for a foul against Underhill, but Corey had the presence of mind to stick with the play and the ball, and he ends up putting it past the keeper, Dracul, and Burlington have pulled one back here in the 52nd minute. It's now a 3-2 game in the boys under 13 final at the 2021 Ontario Cup. Underhill, who got clipped on that play, pulling up a little bit limp here as he gets some help from the medical staff in attendance. But the Burlington captain able to walk it off. He'll have to exit the pitch after receiving treatment, but ultimately Burlington accomplished what they were hoping for in that sequence, and they've pulled one back, and it's now just a 1-goal match. As the Burlington Bayhawks, off of that goal from Ashton Corey in the 52nd minute, are now within 1 as Dutch Connections FC leading 3-2 here in the boys under 13 final at the 2021 Ontario Cup. And there's a hard foul on the back of Hunter Wright. And the referee wants to have a word with Nick Kostick, who commits that foul. Underhill back in action now after coming off for medical treatment, and Hunter Wright, who has the 3rd goal for DCFC, he's a little slow to get up after that hard foul on the back of his legs. Ball played ahead, received by Matthew Joseph. Gets around the first defender, still looking for an option. Joseph runs into the blue shirt of Corey. That one ricochets off of a player, and it'll be controlled now by Nagy. His ball tries to send De Silva on a run, but Cernik there defensively as he plays back to his keeper, Dracul. Under pressure from De Silva, but Dracul able to play the ball out. And now Reza, he had it just for a moment as Underhill does a great job to win the free kick for Burlington. So a big set piece opportunity to come here for Burlington as Ashton Corey overtopped the ball, and right now 6 Burlington jerseys lining up across the top of the 18 to try get a knock on this free kick. A 7th will join them in the form of Jackson Iaquinto. Good ball by Corey, nearly flicked on. There's a touch by Bekir Spajek. Challenge on the keeper by Angelini. And he'll be whistled for the offside, but good idea from Burlington on the free kick as they're starting to gain confidence here in this match. Cernik plays short to the near flank as that ball ahead for Joseph does well to hold in play after the pass came from Gray. Dorgan. Iaquinto gives away, and that has an opportunity now for Joseph to run forward, but brilliant tackle that time as Joseph running right into the challenge from Murad, and then Murad's long ball intended for Marks, initially knocked wide, intercepted, and now controlled by Naveen Reza, but he runs into the challenge of Ashton Corey, and it'll be a DCFC throw-in. And a substitution to come here for Dutch Connections as they'll get set to bring Kai Jupa-Williams back into the match, but they can't get the substitution. The referee not alerted, and now he sees it. So Kai Jupa-Williams, who got the 2nd goal for DCFC, checking back into this match, and he'll replace Matthew Joseph, who has had himself quite a match so far. Free kick to come here for DCFC on that challenge in the back. Played quickly by Neal over to Cernik. Callum Gray. Gray, his left-footed ball ahead for Jupa-Williams. His first touch after coming back in, and he lays it back off to Gray. Played back for Sapleton. He's got a man closing him down in Marks. So Sapleton has to go back to his keeper, Dracul, who in turn plays it back out to the center back. That pass picked off. This could be a counter. Underhill, he's breaking it all alone. Oh no! The flag goes up for the offside. The Burlington bench is furious about that call. Tough break there for the Bayhawks, as hard to see in real time from our vantage point. It was certainly a close call as both Underhill and De Silva pleading their case to the referee. But the offside infraction whistled down, and Cernik will take the free kick. As after that defensive miscue, a rarity for DCFC, they got bailed out by the assistant. As Neal takes possession here for DCFC. Elijah Neal, good through ball. He's going to find Wright, but sliding back to get a foot on it was Kostick, and he knocks it out for the corner kick. 58th minute of play. DCFC in front 3-2. They take the corner kick short as Elijah Neal plays over to Gabriel Dorrigan. Goes back to Neal. He tries to hold possession along the far touchline. Corey closes him down, and now Burlington come away with it. Noah De Silva trying to get around Sapleton. Beautiful defending there by Spencer Sapleton. Quick 1-2, and now it's controlled by DCFC as they pick out Jupa Williams just inside the penalty area. But he's flagged for the offside after the ball was played through by Naveen Reza. Excellent crowd on hand here this morning for this first of 4 matches as Callum Gray plays the ball ahead, but that out of the range of Jupa Williams. Cernik steps up, and now Burlington captain's Underhill tries to loop one over the head of Sapleton, but he did well to head it away. Diaz, he gets hauled down from the back, and that'll be a free kick for Dutch Connections. Well, new this year, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 plus dairy producers and their families, has joined the Ontario Soccer family as a community partner and the exclusive title partner of the Milk Up Ontario Soccer Future Leaders program. This program is based on the 3 pillars of celebration, recognition, and development to support Ontario soccer youth leaders. Keep your eyes open on ontariosoccer.net, where the deserving 2021 Milk Up Future Leaders will be announced soon. Well, Dutch Connections had the ball in the attacking third for a few moments. Couldn't quite generate anything substantial. Burlington got it back briefly, and now DCFC building up again across half. Good ball play through to Jupa Williams. He's onside, but off the line comes the keeper Sanchez to collect for Burlington. His ball played ahead. Nice job by Callum Gray to anticipate and read that, but ultimately it's Iaquinto who gets a foot to it. Cernik, he steps up. Gray takes possession. Nice job to thread it through there for Dorrigan, who in turn plays it back to Cernik. Quick touches as Rustemi with a good through ball, sending Jupa Williams on a run into the corner. He holds possession there against Iaquinto. Jupa Williams, that pass just off the mark, but quickly stepping up is Callum Gray to get it back. Dorrigan maybe thought about the shot. He opts to play it out wide. Diaz with a quick touch, but no one there in white to take possession, and now Burlington will try to get something going here on a counter. Angelini. Through ball as coming off out of the area is the keeper Dracul to get to it ahead of De Silva. Noah De Silva, he's been out there basically all match for Burlington. You got to wonder if he's starting to feel a little fatigued, maybe not quite having the same explosiveness we saw earlier in this match, but he continues to provide a threat up front, and now he checks back to the ball, but it's Cernik who gets to it first for DCFC. He plays a great ball through for Jupa Williams. Tries to touch back as Rustemi gets tackled. Good collision, and the ball stays true to DCFC. Played over for Diaz, his right-footed strike, and it's in! Brilliant goal there by Joshua Diaz. Finished off after some precision passing, and DCFC get the 2-goal cushion back. They run over to the far sideline to celebrate with their group of fans. And here in the 62nd minute of action, Dutch Connections FC have regained a 2-goal lead, and they lead this match 4-2. Well, great job by DCFC on that sustained pressure as the ball moved around between Dorrigan, Jupa Williams, as they're going to give the goal to Santos. Or check that, these are the substitutions. So Joseph coming in, or Santos coming into the match alongside Joseph. And a player that we don't have identified on the game sheet. But regardless, for DCFC, they now lead. Well, they've been leading, but they have regained the 2-goal advantage, leading now 4-2. Burlington playing from the throw-in as Nagy tries to get one over to De Silva. Underhill, nice job to hold possession for the Bayhawks as the ball knocked out, and it'll be a Burlington throw-in. The Dutch Connections FC fans jumping up and down, celebrating their team. Oh, but what a goal! Burlington get one right back! Kieran Marks all alone in front of the goal, and he made easy work, confidently getting a touch to it, slotting it in. Missed coverage there by the backline of DCFC. I mean, they just fell asleep defensively because Kieran Marks was the lone player in front of goal, and he made no mistake. And just like that, we are back to a 1-goal game. 64th minute of action, and Kieran Marks gets a goal for Burlington. It's now 4-3. And it could be more. Matthew Joseph, he receives the ball into the penalty area, but that's cleared away for a corner kick by Aiden Murad. Will there be more drama to come? Stay tuned as you're tuned in to the Ontario Cup Finals, our second consecutive weekend here. It's the Under-13 Boys 2021 Ontario Cup Final match. Joseph from the corner kick. Sanchez gets to it, and after initially bobbling it, does well to recover and hold it as his drop kick controlled initially by DCFC, battling for possession. Touched ahead, nice job as Dorrigan makes the play to Rostemi. As now Reza lets the left-footed shot go, but a strong save there by Sanchez. In goal for Burlington. His drop kick. De Silva can't win that battle. Dorrigan oversteps. Underhill, his ball a little light, and that'll give DCFC a chance to play it up the far pitch, far sideline where it goes out for the throw-in. Zane Bekier-Spahik gets set to take the throw. Tosses in as it's controlled by Noah De Silva. He checked way back to get possession. Now he's got a man working up the wing, but De Silva, he gets tripped up, and that'll be a free kick for Burlington. De Silva not happy about that. He wants to see a card. And there it is, the yellow card issued to Noah Santos. The first caution of this match here in the 66th minute to the DCFC defender. So we'll see if Burlington, who have had success from set pieces in this match, can get something special here on this free kick. As Corey delivers a ball that lacks substance, and it's over to the far touchline where it's just goes out of play. So a throw in here for Bekier-Spahik and the Burlington Bayhawks in the 67th minute as they play it to the captain. Underhill crosses in, and Gelini gets ahead to it, but that's saved by the keeper, Max Drackle. Cernik playing the ball ahead. Good through ball. Sends Joseph on a run. He's got space. Oh, he trips over his own feet on the turf. Tough break there for DCFC and Matthew Joseph. And then it's knocked out for a Burlington throw. As Cernik battling for possession. Matthew Joseph taking possession for DCFC, dribbling around a couple of defenders, shot right on. Oh, bookmark that save by Samuel Sanchez. If Burlington can equalize, that's going to be an opportunity that Joseph is going to be having nightmares about. He dribbled his way around 3 defenders, found himself all alone with the keeper, but then couldn't finish off the opportunity. Well, it looks like we could get a keeper change here for DCFC. This would be quite an interesting tactic, as Stefan Nezik warming up. But in the meantime, Burlington make a change. Infernari comes back into the match, and coming out will be Aiden Nagy. Well, keep an eye, as it certainly looks like Nezik is going to prepare to take the posts over here for DCFC. He is stretching his arms. He's getting warm. This would be quite the interesting tactic, almost employing the other keeper like a closer in baseball. We'll see if this pays dividends for DCFC and their coaching staff led by Andrew Ornick. As right now, Dutch Connections FC with a 1-goal lead here in the 69th minute. We're playing 2 40-minute halves here in the boys under 13 final. There's a ball nearly through for Noah Da Silva, but just out of his range and controlled by the keeper Drackle by way of Sapleton. Dorgan touching out wide. Nice control here by DCFC as Naveen Reza plays a ball forward. Touched on, running towards it is Joshua Diaz, but that one initially cleared away. Now Jupa Williams with a great move, burns the defender, gets around a second man, crosses in, but Sanchez diving down for the interception, and he quickly throws that ball out. As Ashton Corey tries to lead the counter, his pass picked off, may have been offside, as DCFC continue to show some great individual skill, getting those roars of applause from the crowds for some of the individual mastery they're showing with the ball. Sanchez, his drop kick out on the bounce across half, headed away. Good battle, and it's going to be DCFC that gain possession. Touched ahead now for Joseph. Cuts back towards the middle of the pitch, tries to feed it through. Finds Diaz with the pass, but it's subsequently cleared away and controlled by Da Silva. Corey, he loses that shoulder to shoulder, and Burlington can't believe there's no foul there, as Corey slow to get back to his feet. And we'll see if DCFC can take advantage of that. Jupa Williams plays the cross in, but Sanchez off his line collects once again. Infernati, good ball over to Angelini, gets it right back for Adriano Infernati. He has room to carry it, closing over his Sapleton, and he does well to take possession, couldn't quite hold it in play, and it's out for a Burlington throw-in. DCFC getting set to make a couple of substitutions when they get an opportunity, but for now it'll be a Burlington throw-in here in the 72nd minute. So inside the final 10 minutes of action, as the ball from the throw knocked out for another Burlington toss. A reminder that Sports Engine is the official technology partner of Ontario Soccer and the leading provider of sport relationship management software for youth and amateur sports. As that ball touched over to Underhill, left-footed ball to the far post as Mark's running onto it for Burlington. Flag stays down, so he battles for possession in the corner. Ball knocked out for a Burlington throw. Check out sportsengine.com/solutions to see how they can help your club keep your club running in stride on and off the pitch this season. Cleared away by Cernik as it's quickly knocked back towards the attacking third. Infernati takes possession for Burlington. Tackle from the back, and that's knocked off Infernati and out for a DCFC throw, and a chance for them to make some changes. Hunter Wright comes back into this match as he scored the third goal for DCFC. And defensively, Joseph McDonald back in as well. As they throw in deep in their defensive third. DCFC try to clear out as Dorgan under pressure from Angelini, but the free arms got a little too much on the back of the white jersey, and it'll be a free kick taken quickly as McDonald plays out wide. Jupa Williams has to check back to the ball, but they're able to hold possession as Reza plays ahead for Jupa Williams. Gets around the sliding challenge of Kostic. Jupa Williams, room to carry in. He's got it on his right foot, takes the shot, and that one saved and knocked out for a corner kick as Sanchez continues to make saves for Burlington, keeping them in this match. 74th minute of action. We're playing two 40-minute halves. So if we are tied after the 80 minutes, we'll go straight to penalties. But as it stands, it's DCFC leading 4-3 here in the Under-13 Boys 2021 Ontario Cup Finals. Only 3 white jerseys in the penalty area to try get ahead to that corner. So DCFC not wanting to take chances being caught in or on a counter. And now with Sanchez taking control for Burlington, he rolls it out for Underhill. Burlington working up the far wing with Bekir Spahic. He plays a good ball ahead for Marks to run onto. Kieran Marks, who scored that third goal for Burlington, in possession right now. Man on his back, he tries to cross towards the penalty area, nothing doing. Cleared away by Dorgan, who feeds it up the far flank for Jupa Williams to run onto. Kai Jupa Williams, one man to beat in Kostic. It's off of Jupa Williams and out for a goal kick. Well, soon another deserving team will engrave their name into Ontario Cup history and receive their medals and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nothers, the awards store. For more than 50 years, Nothers, the awards store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products. As here goes Hunter right in, but cleared away at the last moment there by Nick Kostic. Well, as I was saying, Nothers, the awards store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery for more than 50 years. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. Burlington Bayhawks need one to equalize and potentially force penalties. Otherwise, it'll be Dutch Connections FC being crowned the Under-13 Boys 2021 Ontario Cup champions, as we've got less than 5 minutes of match play plus any added time remaining here. As that ball out for a DCFC corner kick. Matthew Joseph taking his time with this corner. He's got a short option and decides to use it. Quickly played back to Joseph. Now crosses to the near post, but cleared away by Kostic. Dorgan can't win that challenge. Ball cleared out to half, but no one up there for Burlington as Ashton Corey, the lone player, and he couldn't win possession. Good quick 1-2. Jupa Williams crosses in. Sanchez had to be smart not to overplay that, and he did well to adjust on the backtrack and make the save. Infernadi, he plays that one back as Iaquinto. Underhill, he can't hold possession. Played through now as Wright gets around the first defender, but he can't pull it back before the keeper came off his line. Hunter Wright nearly with a chance to get the brace. As now Burlington trying to counter, stepping up was Cernik, and he timed that beautifully. Oh, referee waves the flag down. That's an interesting call, as the AR1 put the flag up for the offside, but referee waved him down. There's a ball played ahead, this time onside. Corey plays it through and off the line. The keeper, Dracul, collects as Infernari was in the area threatening. Cernik. Ball played ahead as it's controlled by Reza. His through ball. Iaquinto gets to it. Underhill takes possession. Plays it wide for Corey. Corey steps around the first challenge but loses the ball. And now it's Joseph McDonald in possession. McDonald tried to feed Jupa Williams, but Bekir Spahic gets there and it's knocked out for a Burlington throw-in. My goodness. Referee seeing differently from his assistants at the moment, overruling them twice in the past few moments as Burlington try to take advantage of this. Foul committed by Stapleton. Free kick here for Burlington. 79th minute of action. Free kick played up the pitch. Angelini running onto it along his marks. Dorrigan gets a foot to it, knocks it to the touchline. De Silva crosses in. Cernik makes a bit of a meal of the clearance, but fortunately he has a teammate there in Rostemi to clear the pressure. Naveen Reza, his pass, that one he didn't quite get a good touch on, and it results in the interception. Angelini plays it back to Infinati. Angelini, Iaquinto. Infinati got hammered from behind, no call. As Iaquinto makes the run, but it's knocked out, and it'll be a Burlington throw-in here in the final minute of action. We await to see the indication of added time. From the throw, Burlington play deep. Cernik, De Silva closing him. Cernik plays short. Good control here by DCFC, but they give possession away as Underhill tries to switch it out wide for Marks, but that pass blocked and then sent up the pitch. Kostic gets to it first for the Bayhawks. Underhill tries to get around Reza. His pass picked off by McDonald. Good work here through the midfield by DCFC. Ball played. Oh, and here goes Hunter Wright, but he can't get around the last man. And Burlington get the clearance to half. Still no indication in added time as we get a foul behind the play. Tino Angelini gets impeded, and he'll receive the free kick for Burlington. Fourth official indicating a minimum of 2 minutes of added time to be added here. Thought there might have been a little bit more with the Underhill injury, but everybody now in front of the ball for Burlington except the keeper and the kick taker. Corey Ashton plays a good ball towards the penalty area. Underhill tries to get a foot to it. Battling for possession, played forward. Marks, he's running onto it. Oh, he gets twisted up looking for a free kick, but nothing doing. And the ball out for a Burlington throw-in. We've yet to get here comes the official announcement. So there you go. 2 minutes to be added minimum as Burlington trying to equalize late here in this boys under 13 2021 Ontario Cup final. Murad, he plays the ball ahead for Infunari. Trying to get around the defender. He takes it towards the corner at the goal line. Nice job by Cernik to hold in and prevent that from going for a corner kick. Joseph, well, that's got to be an offside, and indeed it is, as Hunter Wright unable to time the run. And maybe one more chance here for Burlington, as once again they'll send everybody up towards the opposition goal. They'll take the free kick short, but Kostic with a poor ball, and that'll give DCFC a chance here up the near flank. Matthew Joseph running onto it after receiving the pass from Wright. He missteps, and that'll give Murad a chance to clear, but he can't do so initially. As now Burlington get the ball, but only for a moment. Flat-footed there was Infernati, and that gives DCFC a chance to hold in the corner. Joseph, left-footed cross to the penalty area. Jupa Williams got a foot to it, but couldn't generate the strength to threaten with an actual strike. But nice hustle back there as Reza gets the ball away. And that does it. DCFC, Dutch Connections FC, hold on for the 4-3 win the flares burn, and they celebrate in style as your 2021 Under-13 Boys Ontario Cup champions are Dutch Connections FC. Their fans pour onto the field, the smoke from the flares going wild as the orange and white burn, and DCFC are crowned your 2021 Under-13 Boys Ontario Cup champions. Congratulations to their squad, coached by Andrew Ornick and Jamie Peters. And a big thank you again to our proud partners for today's event. Our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, our premier partners, Toronto FC, our community partners, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, as well as Respect in Sport, Soccer X, Sports Engine, Gatorade, and Nothers, the awards store. Well, what a great first match on today's docket. We've got 3 more coming up, as up next, the Under-13 Girls Final going live at 1 p.m. Folks, we're going to step away, but tune in as we'll be back here at the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium for the 2021 Ontario Cup Finals.